How you doing, Bishop?
It is well.
Bishop, how are you, sir?
It is well. Can't complain.
Yeah, Bishop,
No,
Bishop, you're looking like a wise statesman.
I know.
Yes, yes, yes. All this stuff gonna get great. Next when you see me, I'll be great. I went platinum great.
Yeah,
Yeah, necessary.
yes, sir.
Yep. So we are live. You can share it too from your end to whoever you
Oh,
want.
okay, yeah. Then let me post it in our.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just sent it to Kamon too.
All right, let me post it in our chat.
I think there's like too much here, you know. Let me check my lights. I'm coming.
Yes, we are finding a friend that the Boncante people today.
Yeah.
Today we are having conversation with the Boncante Association of Indiana.
Yes, sir.
The Honorable Bishops Winnie Mango is here today. And our own senior brother, Frank Trapp, is here today as well. So
Thank you, sir.
we are finding
Thank
a
you.
friend like them today on Open Table. Please help us share the show. Share the show. Come and find a friend of Bishop. The Bishop is on here. Come find a friend of the Bishop today. You will be blessed. You will be blessed. The Bishop is here to bless us today. This is Open Table. Open Table. Welcome to Open Table Saturday edition. Here we are here every Saturday, 2 p.m. And today we bring it to you the Bond County Association of Indiana. And we are coming to you live from the city of Indianapolis, Indiana. Here we find a friend. And we find a true friend. Hello? All right. Joseph is coming on now, so we can get started.
All right.
Yeah, we share. Let's share the video. Let's share the show. On open table, we don't want our friendship. On open table, we found true friendship. And today we have friend. We're finding a friend at the Bon County Association of Indiana.
Amen.
Joe, we can't see you.
Yeah, I'll come and work on it real quick. I don't know.
Welcome to Open Table. Help us share the show as you log in, as you come on. Help us to share the show. We are coming to you live from the city of Indianapolis, Indiana. Today we're having a conversation with the leadership of the Bon County Association of Indiana. They're here to tell us what they got in place for the summer. Bon County don't want to make it lazy this summer. Yes, honorable chairman, we found a bestie today. We found a bestie like the Bon County Association of Indiana leadership. We are finding a bestie today. Honorable chairman, welcome.
Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to my daddy, Bishop Margot Winnie. Happy Father's Day, daddy.
Thank you.
Happy Father's Day to Pastor Frank Trop. Happy Father's Day, Pastor Trop.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Grace and peace. Thank you.
You know, the father thing you guys gotta help us with it. We're still learning.
You gotta grow into it. Go to your dad. Go to your dad. Take a pair of shoes and try to put your foot inside.
Oh, okay.
It will take time to grow. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta grow into it. You can't just be a father.
It is a process, right?
Yeah, you gotta learn it. There's no manual to be a father. You gotta learn it. So one of the things I tell young fathers, go to your daddy's house, take his shoes and put your foot inside. If it fit you, okay. If it don't fit you, you will learn it the hard way.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. Help us share the show. We have great people over here. We're talking about Bon County. I mean, if you are from Liberia, Bon County is something that you will hear if you live in Monrovia, you live in Lofa, Maryland. A matter of fact, Bon County is very unique and it's very important to Liberians and Liberia as a whole. We have some of the finest men and women from Bon County. We are talking about character. We are talking about character. We are talking about finest men and women. We are talking about their humility. We are talking about their generosity, integrity as well. But we are here today and we are finding a friend like our elder and our own father, Bishop Mago Winnie, and our senior brother and father, Pastor Troy. They'll be giving us something important for especially those living in Indiana. They'll be telling us about their plan for us. So while they are here, we ask that you share the show and come and listen. These are men that are anointed. They are anointed not just with wisdom, but they are anointed with the things of God. Like we have Bishop Mago Winnie. I told you one time. Bishop. I think I listened to you preach one time. I think I was like Green Pasture. I can still remember. Yeah, that's someone ready. That's someone touched my soul. I think it was in the old Green Pasture Church. I can still remember that someone. I think it was on Father's Day. It was on Father's Day.
Yes. It was Father's Day.
You spoke over there. You spoke.
The American forget about that sermon. Every time you think about Bishop, and the first thing you can talk about, he said, "That thing touched me." I say, "Yes, something got to change a man."
That's food for thought.
Yeah. He spoke well that day about like the need for apologies from both sons and sometimes fathers. I can still remember that. I can still remember that, and the word sometimes resonate and they are in my ears. But share the show wherever you are listening from in this United States. We are talking about Maine. We are talking about New Hampshire, Connecticut. We are talking about Rhode Island. We are talking about Vermont. We are talking about New York. We are talking about Delaware. We are talking about Maryland, Pennsylvania. We are talking about South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia. We are talking about Georgia, Florida. We are talking about Tennessee. We are talking about Kentucky. We are talking about Ohio. We are talking about Michigan. The great state of Indiana. We are talking about Illinois, Iowa. We are talking about Wisconsin, Wyoming, Minnesota. We are talking about North and South Dakota. We are talking about Idaho, Montana. We are talking about Colorado. We are talking about Utah. We are talking about Nebraska. We are talking about Washington. We are talking about Oregon, California, Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. Wherever you are listening from in this United States, we say welcome back to Open Table. Back in Liberia, we are talking about Lofa County, the great county of Lofa County. Of course, that's where I'm from. So it's great. Here we are talking about Bon County, the great county of Bon County. We are talking about Grand Kipna. We are talking about Bomi, Masurado. We are talking about Magibi, Grand Bassa. We are talking about Sano. We are talking about River G. We are talking about Grand G. We are talking about Nimba County. We are talking about Grand Crew. We are talking about Riverses. Wherever you are listening from in Liberia, we say welcome to Open Table today. Particularly, we focus on Bon. We focus on Bon because Bon County Association in Indiana, they have good news for us, and we will dive into that shortly. But before we do so, let's try to at least introduce or give chance to the people that we have here today. We have some fine men here with us today. We'll allow them to go ahead and introduce themselves, and then before we dive into the topic.
Honorable Chair, before you go there, I want to make it clear to the public that this show is being relayed on Radio Totota and Radio Banga. This show is being relayed today. Today you will be here on Radio Totota in Liberia and Radio Banga in Liberia. So their president is on this show today. The president of the Bon County Association of Indiana is on here. So if you are listening from Liberia, your president is here. Is here. Come and ask your president question. Your leaderships are here from the diaspora, specifically in the state of Indiana.
Yes, whatever they are going to do here, we are surely certain that the people back in Bonn will feel the love. And everything they are doing here, they are remembering the people back in Bonn County. So, with not much to delay here, we will move on to our elder for him to introduce himself. Then from there, we'll go to Brother Frank Trout or Bishop Margot Wynn.
Good afternoon to all. Thank you for allowing us here on your platform, Liberians in the diaspora and Liberians all over the world, especially in Liberia. We greet you today with the grace of God, grace and peace to you. Also, we are very excited and happy to be on the platform that we can be able to tell you exactly who we are and what we are doing. My name is Mango Family Winnie Senior. My wallet name is Nuamang. And I will be very happy to explain to you who we are, what we are doing, and where we're coming from. Let me just say to our people, Liberia Loilunga, Berengan Kangue, Katwae, Vako Nuka Masai, Kupage, Kulunu Kapo, Sangakana Kwaba Mwekai, Age, Kagong, Age D, Kwage Bay, or D, Kwango Kabadu. So, Kagawo to Kwa Vako Numa, Naba Nuamang. Ne kwa bagrata nang kwa sanayi va kwa ngmai nu da kwa kana ga akuko poenu na ba friend ke da do shopo ba ngwe kumane na ba shopo na nu se ba de na ba josa sele e kwa dembo kwa do la lofa nya na no ka se na ba nya e kwa balpo balapo da kwa do ni makande sa kwa ba ke lu ne kapo age tinga kana kwa ngoku ga ku potai ku ka ba kwa bonge makaba mana ku sanga kwa ku de ba de age ku ka tiga ba de asa ka ku to kwa ba ke mu da bu ba su
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Is somebody going to interpret that for us?
I would do the interpretation. I only just speaking. I was saying,
Thank you.
Diaspora and Liberians in Liberia. Actually, my mind went because I was thinking and contemplating that the show is on Radio Toyota and Radio Banga at the same time, and you will know that most of the people around there live in the villages. So I was speaking that we in the diaspora, Liberians in the diaspora. Liberians that are in the international community, Liberians in Liberia, Bonn County. We from Indiana, the Bonn County Association in the diaspora are having various programs and things to be able to see what we can do to help our brothers and sisters back home. And that's our major concern right now.
Yes,
and the other things will be coming up. We'll be talking about those things. But we want you all to know that our people should understand. If we say we're from Bonn County and we're a Bonn County Association, we should be able to relay to them and tell them what we're doing, and we need them and they need us too. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bishop. And it's a good thing that you spoke very well in your native tongue, especially like concerning the fact, like you said, the people back home, they will be listening. And that's a very good thing. I didn't know that you could speak the the thing like that. Like you were just drinking it. It's like years of being in this United States, it didn't change you. You still get it with you, Bishop.
Yeah, I had to. And I will let you know that my mom, she's not alive today, but I couldn't really read and write Pele. So I had to go back to Total Lutheran Mission to learn Pele. So I do read and write Pele. Actually, we got a Pele project right now where I'm a Pele interpreter. I interpret for the courts here, and I interpret for people who have problems with the government. And we have a Pele project where we teach Pele. We got Pele teachers right now. He's our major Pele teacher is in Liberia, Beta Jala. He works with Letraco. So if people want to do Pele stuff, I just didn't want to say all of that here because that's not the agenda for today. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's a good thing that at least, like you said, you are teaching Pele, but you know it very well. And it's a good thing that you have that foundation of. It's a blessing. Pastor brother Frank Trapp.
Yeah, it's first of all, we'd like to say a big thank you to the organizers of this forum for affording us this opportunity. I'm Frank Traub. I serve as secretary here for the Bon County Association of Indiana. And Indiana has also been privileged to, Indiana was awarded the chairmanship of the National Convention of the United Bon County Association of the Americas. So we are also serving as the chairperson for the National Convention Committee. So those are one of the things that we will be talking about here today, and we're glad that the national body has seen that in Indiana is vibrant. We are just a few years old. We are one of the newest chapters in the United Bon County Association of America, but we have been active, and we also want the community to know what we're doing. But before we go any further, I would just like to say that Bishop highlighted it, and we also want to send our greetings to our brothers and sisters far and near. And we hope and pray that even as we go through this forum, they will have an idea of what we are doing here in Indiana, what we are doing on a national level, and how it directly or indirectly affect our brothers and sisters in the diaspora and back home. But thank you once more for this opportunity.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Pastor and Brother Frank Trapp. Again, it's an honor to have you both here, and we'll move on to Brother Julius. Brother Julius, are you there?
Oh, yes, I'm here. I'm just visiting. I'm a friend and colleague of Brother Frank Trapp. We went to school together, and we also run a nonprofit together, which is the Bethesda Christian Mission School Alumni Association. And he just wanted us to see some of the good works that you guys are doing, so I got on to see.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. You can always hang back and chime in if you want to. Brother Frank Trapp will be giving us details about what they are doing, and also our elder and pastor and bishop Winnie is here as well. So I'm pretty sure both of them will be able to answer most of the questions concerning the organization here in Indiana and the things they are doing back home and the things they are doing for Bon County Association all over these United States. If I'm right, Brother Frank Trapp said they have the chairmanship, right, for the national.
Yes, we do.
Okay, so that's not easy task, especially for the entire United States. So we'll get into that a little more. But before then, my own dear brother and a colleague will give Ian the platform to introduce himself, and then we can proceed into talking about Bon.
Well, I'm not stranger on this table. I'm here every Saturday discussing the issues. My name is Nyan Volule. I'm, one of the panelists on this table. I'm very privileged today to have Bishop and my own senior brother that we say in Liberia, senior man, um, Frank, on here to have a conversation with them and learn from them too as well. They're here as a county association leadership, and I'm also part of a county association leadership. So being on here with them today, I know I'm going to learn something new from them that I can implement in my own county association too as well. So I'm privileged to be here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So sorry guys, I was trying to see if somebody was trying to get on the show or whatsoever. But yeah, so now first of all, before we talk about the national stage or about the Bon County Association in the United States, we want to focus a little bit of our focus should be a little bit on the Bon County Association in Indiana, right? Because I mean that's the first thing we know about. And that's how we get to know you fine gentlemen, Bishop Margot Winnie and Pastor Frank Trapp. So for both of you, this is the question. Let's talk about Bon County here in Indiana first and foremost. When the idea of forming the Bon County Association, when you guys had the idea, when you guys started this whole thing, the Bon County Association of Indiana, we are talking about. Is that how they call it, Bon County Association of Indiana?
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah. So the idea about forming the Bon County Association of Indiana, how it started, and what is the intention or what you guys are trying to do? Is it trying to just have Bon County or members of people from Bon County here in Indiana meeting together, or you guys have an idea of extending your hand back home to the people back home in Bon County?
Frank is the secretary. Let me let him
right.
go ahead, and then I'll
Okay. Yeah, let me just give an overview, and then I got Bishop. Even though Bishop just took over as a president this year, but he's actually like the historian. He's actually like our historian. Anyway, this association was founded a couple of years ago with the goal, like, okay, we are all here. How can we put our resources together? How can we put our effort together? The late Mother Famule, Malu Famule, was one of the instrumental figures in the formation of this body. And Sis Malongwia, who unfortunately cannot join us right now. She just sent a text to us that she was out of state, and they are traveling out of state, and she hasn't really settled yet to join on the link. But we are all here for a common goal, and we recognize. I will just give the overview, and then Bishop will come and tell more about the history. But this is something that we recognize, that if we must build Liberia, most times we're talking about, oh, our country needs this, our country needs that. If we must build our country, we have to start in these smaller groups. You understand? We start in the smaller groups. And we're glad that the UNIBOIR, the Bassa Association, the Bassa Association is a very, very powerful organization over here too. And we know that they are doing their own thing, you see. And the Grand Jeep Association, and there are other associations, coming up. But if we all get together and we say, okay, UNIBOIR say we carry out, project in Grand Bassa, guess what? We start developing Bassa. If you develop Bassa, you're developing Liberia. Now, BCAI, a couple of years ago, we had a walk form, and we said we wanted to raise funds for a water project. And we identify a place in Bon County called Kwekakpo Town. This place, these people have never had safe drinking water in this place from the formation of this town. All right. Mm-hmm. Somebody grew up in this town and said, look, I was a child here. I'm a man now. And we have pictures and videos about where you see these people get water from, So we carry out this project, and we successfully, in a couple of weeks, we will be unveiling our hand pump. And this is from Bon County Association, Indiana. We have successfully been able to put a hand pump in that town. So for the first time ever in the history of this town, they're going to have safe drinking water. And a lot of the things that happen in our country, we complain about this and complain about that. But some of these things are just basic things, all right? So that's what we saw, and that's how the BCAI came together. That we can use our resources here, we be able to gather, and we can have fun. We have fun, we have fun. We get together, we have fun. But yes, when the time comes, we can carry out development in our country. And we see the bigger picture, because that is how we can develop our country, by developing our little counties, developing our little communities. So
Thank you very much.
Bishop can give us the history, the deep history of the association.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Pastor
you.
Frank Trapp. Thank you very much for giving us at least a little bit of what you guys are doing, a little history about that. Congratulations first and foremost to you guys on the project.
Thank
That
you.
home that is going back home to provide safe drinking water. So, Bishop, you are the president. And not just the president, but you are the historian, or someone who can read and write better. I mean, we are talking about someone who is sitting down on a lot of knowledge about this county and even in Indiana for the fact, because I know some of us, we came here and we met you here and we know how influential you have been for Liberians in Indiana and especially the United States. So let's talk about Indiana Bond County Association, the history.
So Bond County Association was formed a long time ago. We don't have the exact date when Malu family, Daddy Lake, and the older groups came to Indiana. But I came to Indiana February 2nd, 2009. I came to work. My job sent me from Delaware here, and I brought my family. So we lived until 2017, when a group of ladies, to be exact, it was September 30th, 2017, when a group of ladies who work at Eskenazi, they were about four, Sis Lopo Benjamin, Sis Marlon Weah, Sis Shirley Winnie, and Sis Barbara Morris. Four ladies, they worked together, and the idea kept coming to them, why we don't group together again? It was those four ladies who made calls around. It was those four ladies who made call around to all of us and say, hey, can we get together and decide to revamp the Bond County Association again? And we all agree. I was called. Frank, everybody else was called. Those who we knew were called. And we met at Sis Manu house. There were 16 of us who met there with Manlu, and she told us exactly, hey, we had Bond County Association, we had a whole lot of that. So we got together and formed a interim leadership. And that leadership was led by Brother Emmanuel Collet. Brother Emmanuel Collet was our president then from 2017. Sis Marlon Weah was the vice president. I was the first secretary. So we put our constitution, article of incorporation things together. So we ran the organization then till 2020, when they decided to, my pastorate decided to elect me bishop. So I told them, hey, I'm going to do my full-time work. I can't continue here because it would have been hectic. So 2020, I was just an advisor to the organization until there was void for leadership. Our president moved out of state. And accordingly, election is going on. So they said, okay, Bishop, yeah, we need to get together and see what we can do. And we assume acting leadership. And then we had election in May 4th, this year to be exact. We had election. I became president of the organization. So Bond County Association have been running all along, but just in the background until we came in now and we decided to, hey, what can we do to push the organization? So then when we had election, we brought some younger, innovative people on board, because you can see me, I'm a one-term president, as I told them. I'm not going to go second. We come together to just have some older heads to say, hey, what can we do to innovate our young people to be able to take the realm and run with this thing? Because we need help. We need help in the county. I want to do research. I want to do research and development in the Pele area. I want to be able to speak, teach the Pele language. That's my goal in the end, wherever, however, linguistics, how it is. So Bond County Association right now, we plan to have a lot of programs coming up, right? the first thing we did while we were in the interim, a situation came up in Liberia on let's say December 26th to be exact. I love dates, so don't mind me. December 26th to be exact, we had a fire situation in Liberia where the tanker fell in Totota. And it caught our attention so much that, hey, we need to do something. We were able to pull resources together and put boxes and supplies, medical supplies, and other issues together as a community. Bond County Association of Indiana. We put supplies together. So we're able to ship 12 altogether, let's say 16 boxes, 12 small boxes and 4 big boxes. At the same time, the mother body was doing some shipping, finance, and all of that. We did not give financial contribution. We shipped things because my mindset as a leader is that where our resources should go should be directly to those who should benefit. That's my mindset. So we did ship our things by Brother Carter directly to Liberia at the time. Our then Levi, who was project man, who is the vice president of our organization now, went to Liberia and took those things to Salala Clinic and Totota Clinic and hand delivered them. That's my goal. If we have something for someone, give it directly to them. I don't mean that it will not trickle down, but I don't want to trickle down too many bureaucracy. So that was our first thing that we did at the Bond County Association. We sent things to our relief, and we sent people to follow it up. There's a reporter in Liberia, Jeremiah Mulba, with Focus TV, Banner TV. We sent him there, go see what they're doing, how they're doing. We want to see what the people need and what they're doing. They send us pictures back, what they needed. And so we said, okay, that was relief. So we shut down the relief and we decided, oh, let's see what we can do. So our goal was to do more because Bond County needs a lot. We can't only depend on the leaders there with the diaspora. So we tapped into Sis Malone Weir, who was the vice president past, and made her the project manager for a well project right now that is almost completed in Kwalu Kaputa. Usually it's a long pellet work, Kwalu Kapu. So in that town, we got a well project there, safe drinking water for our people, and we're looking to do more. Like the last time I was talking, because my mindset or my deliverable is to liaise with other organizations so we'll be able to work along together. I've been all over Liberia. I went to school all over Liberia, so I know what it is. So I was talking, and Nya said, hey, we're doing a project in Baila. We're trying to put some solar lights in Baila. So my mindset ran to, I called the person, I said, hey, the UBC, I said, man, I spoke with the leader of the Nima Association. They're doing something in Baila. I think we want to tap into that too. Put some street lights to our side too. Because Baila eventually will be a really nice immigration point. I don't care how you take it, that town will grow on both sides of the river. The St. John River is what we call Baila. You cross the St. John River and go into Nima County. That's where our mindset is. So based on that, we're having a lot of projects right now. We people are asking to come in anyway. We decided to have the park program. The park program, we got a committee on the park program. Sister Mary Carter is heading that committee, and Sister Marsha Cleon is on that committee. A lot of people on that committee. We're having a park program June 29. June 29, we're urging all you all to come to the park to support us. There'll be raffle draw. There'll be things being given away, TV, microwave, rice cooker, blender. Most of the time, these things we need to have some stuff. So we want people to come up. We want the community to come up because we're part of a bigger community. Apart from the BCAI, we are part of LAI. We follow LAI. We join LAI, although we are individuals, community chapters. So let me stop here to give you time. Maybe you got some questions to add, but that's just an overview of what we have done so far and what we are doing. Thank you.
Jose, you muted. You muted, Joe.
Okay, Greece or Home Care. I don't know who that person is, but they tried to come on. They said they have a project, but if you have a project you want to talk about, we can afford you another time for you to talk about your project. We are focusing on Bone County today. If the project is about Bone County, then maybe we can try to slide you with our Bone County people. But if it's just about any other project, please talk to Yan, and then Yan will try to allocate time for you to come on. But let's focus on Bone County. Yeah. So, Bishop, you spoke very well about the things you guys are doing, and then again, thanks to you guys for intervening in the process, like about the fire outbreak that happened in Liberia. At the start of the show, Pastor Frank Trapp said when we do things in small groups, it end up benefiting the general public, and that's right. Because if Bone County is doing something, and Grand Bassa is doing something, and Nimba is doing something, gradually we will all develop Liberia, right? Because we cannot always just wait for government to fill all these voids or some of these little holes. We got to patch them ourselves, and that's what you guys are doing. So, congratulations to you, Elder Bishop Margot Winnie, as president of Bone County Association of Indiana. So, first and foremost, like, how long is your term?
It's a 2-year term. It's supposed to be 2 terms. According to the Constitution, we did switch it to 3 years, so it's about 3 years, and you can go 2 terms. But I decided I want to go to the bigger body. If I wouldn't have been president right now, would have gone to the UBCAA. I want to go up there to maybe I can do more work up there as an advisor. So we're going to leave the organization with the younger people. So they are very innovative. I believe young people can do a lot faster. They think on their feet. We have to take time, write stuff down, analyze, will it work, will it not work, before we respond. For them, they can stay on their feet and fall down and get up and do some good work. So
yeah, you're right. You're right. Young people are not afraid of risks too. So and but the good thing about it is that it's always good to have the older folks around because you bring a lot of wisdom and experience. Yeah. Do you have anything you want to ask or speak about before we move on to the next question?
Yes, Bishop, I want to say congratulations once again, for extending to that role as a president, as a head of this organization. Like you said, is relatively young, and as elders who have more wisdom and a lot of experience, laying that foundation for the young people and leaving it with the young people. I feel that the young people will have a very solid foundation to step on to move the organization forward. However, thank you, thank you also for taking care of the fire outbreak, the gasoline tanker explosion outbreak that happened in Toyota about a few months ago. I know that a lot of people out there, got affected, and today they're still suffering from a lot of trauma from that incident. Um, uh, so what my question is, what is your ultimate goal? What is your primary goal as president of this organization? What what is your primary project that you want to undertake? Are you going to focus more on the people of Bone County in Indiana, and then later on in Liberia, or are you going to take care of the both sides all together within your term? Like you said, you're only there for 1 term.
within my term, I'm going to focus on both sides. The thing about it is that we are chapter, and right now I sent a link to the president of the UBCAA, Kamok Bamukoli. Each chapter, we have about 15 chapters now in the United States of America, and those chapters support the UBCAA. They have agendas in Liberia. They have sewing school for the young ladies in Sanaye and Banga. They have a computer program. They have agriculture projects out there. But our goal when we wrote our article of incorporation was to help our members here to be able to identify what we can do here collectively to be able to help our people. So our goal immediately was to help our people back home. But with a bigger picture, we know if you can't help yourself, you can't help nobody. So we have brought that back to the table here to say, okay, let's have a meeting and sit to the table and say what we can do here. And one of my greatest thing, and it came up when I spoke to Vani Kamor, was I met the city mayor when I was advisor to the team last year when we had the convention. We had the Bon County convention last year. And this is the question he asked me. It's a tough question, silly. It's tough, trust me. And it affects every organization, including LAR here. He asked me, how many of you guys are here? I could not answer that question. I could not. And that's some of the problem we need to do in the diaspora. We need to get together now and have a census. Immediately, I called the Census Bureau. I say, hey, I need a job with the Census Bureau. I want to go learn census immediately. But it's not something easy to do. It involves statistics and all that stuff. Physics and math, I got that part. So right now, my goal will be to have a census of all our people in Indiana, not only Indianapolis, South Bend, Evansville, everywhere Bon County people are going to have a project to do that census, so we get to know how many of us are here. Because when we know how many of us are here, we can be able to hold our leaders' feet to the fire back home. We talk with one bullet. You understand? That's some of the problem we have because we're all over the place. I'm not political, but I mean, politics is in our blood, everybody's blood. So we're doing the bits and pieces projects, but I mean, we need to collectively come and ask. And one of the things I'm happy for, UBC is having, Frank is the 2024 chairperson for the convention in Iowa. And the convention is coming here this year. I'm very happy and excited that the various leaders are coming, the senators, the representatives, the superintendent. I would love to sit with the superintendent. I want to hear and find out what the superintendent is doing, because that's my level. You know, I'm not on the level with the senators and the representatives. They're in their own area by themselves. But with the superintendent, I can listen to her, and this is what I want to do for the county. That will trickle down real fast. It happened to me. Let me give you an example before I go to complete what I was saying. I needed to do some stuff in my hometown in Nyalai. I'm from Bogota, they call it Bogota, Nyalai area. I was able to get in touch with the clan chief. It was very simple. The clan chief, Orita Daniels, hey, I need this done, I need that. Oh, okay, she got the town chiefs. You were able to get a town chief, the clan chief, able to do that work in less than 2 days. We're able to put that whole thing together. If I had gone to the senator, you know how long that taken me? Senator would have gone to the representative of Salah District, going to the paramount chief, and it would have taken me some time. So that's the kind of leadership I want. I wanted to have the bits and pieces, committees and this and that, to be able to work as soon as possible, so be able to see what we can do here to put our people together, so we can be in one accord to say, okay, when we're doing this, let's do this. It's not that we can't do it. We can do it, but we have to be organized. So the question you asked, I would love for us to do a lot for our people here. Our people have a lot of problems here. I mean, housing problem, transportation problem, immigration problem, legal problem. The last time Antonio was having legal, I said, you don't have to go get a lawyer. Go to the little court, small clean court. They got everything in the small clean court. Get there, do your due. You don't have to pay money, and you go to. Those are the kind of things we need to find for our people. So when Bon County people having problem, I'm a notary public. We notarize all their stuff for free. In fact, the whole Liberian community, we notarize their stuff for free. You need legal services, we're supposed to get legal services. You need something transportation, we're supposed to be able to help. You're having housing issue, who can we tap into? The city mayor, let's go tap into and get housing issue. So when we do that on a smaller scale, we can be able to help LAI on a bigger scale. Thank you.
Thank you, Bishop.
Thank you very much, Bishop. Thank you very much. You spoke well. First and foremost, let me just stay on that topic a little longer, because you talk about census, which of course is important. I cannot tell you, sir, about how many Liberian Liberians living in Indiana to begin with. I know that we have Liberians living in Indiana, but I can't put numbers to it, right? Yeah. Because the census, I think Vani was working on that at some point. But there's a need for that. But this is for Brother Frank. Pastor Frank Trapp. The Bon County Association, you are secretary in Indiana. Now let's talk a little bit of numbers. Like, how many registered members you have right now, current registered members, if we are talking about?
All right, that's another nice question. Right now, we have about on our books, we have about 56 members, but that's not a very active. The people. When you say people come in when something is exciting, you have the program like we had membership drive. A lot of people come in and they register. So we have about 56 members on our books as registered members of BCAI. But technically, our membership fluctuates anywhere between 25 to like anywhere between 25 to 35 people. All right. So it's not everybody, everybody over there register. Like we go to meetings sometimes and we say, oh, this, everybody comes in like that. But that's how it is. That's how people behave. Like they're excited about it. And then not everybody does this meeting, some, especially with our people. Some people don't like to attend meetings and things like that. But failing to realize that is during meetings that you can do the low plannings. Is during meeting that you can come up with projects. You see, it's not all fun on the park. We're going to be having our program on the park next Saturday. And you will see we will have a huge turnout. And that's one thing we want to be very grateful to our Liberian community for. The community has always supported us in our various programs. Okay, so when we had the park program last year, it was very, very successful. The community showed up, and we want the community to show up again this year. And we will also be reaching out to people. Like we tell the Bunk County Association is not only for Pele people. All right, that's one important thing. It's not only for Pele people. And I think Jan can attest to it. You can attest to it too. When you go to Lofa, it's not just Loma people in Lofa. You see, you don't have Gio and Mano alone in Nima. You got Pele people in Nima. You got Mandingo people in Nima. You got people. You see, so we encourage people. We got affiliate members, and we got well wishers. People who look at your platform and say, "Oh, but you know what? I think I like what these people represent, and I want to be a part of it." You see, so we have such people like that in our group, and some of the people who really work in this group are not even from Bon County. You see, but people come in, and we had somebody come in. One of our sisters is from the Grand Crew, but she said their organization started, it did not do well. And so she came, she liked our platform. And this sister is very, very active. She supports every program that we have. So the association is not just for Bon County, but we'll be reaching out to people that, come in, join us, and let's see what we can do. Because this development is not just BCAI development. It's not just UBCAA development. It's the development of Liberia.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, you added somebody over here.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman. I want to say Kamo Babakoli.
Babakoli, yes, that is our national president.
The national president having
Yes.
problem with his camera or his internet. I'm trying to bring on this
All
on the
right.
screen, but it's not. So
Yeah.
he having some problem with either the camera or his internet.
Okay.
Okay, whenever he's ready, like he can just signal us and we let him to chime
Yeah.
in. We like to give people the opportunity to talk and let's discuss things here, or at least fruitfully.
Let ask him if he can hear us because he on the screen though, but we can't see him.
Oh, he can call in.
Chairman Kamo Joe Bambukoli, are you hearing us?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think he having problem.
Yeah, he can call in. Yeah.
All right. So, if I may just expound on something. Yeah, that is the national president of the United Bon County Association,
Okay.
Kemon Joe Bamakoli.
Okay.
Okay, and like we told you earlier, just like BCAI is involved in Indiana and also involved back home, the UBCAA is also involved here in America and also involved back home. Bishop told you about the sewing project. That project is a lot for single mothers, and that's been a huge blessing. You know, like teach people. Like I think they used to tell us the parable back home. They say, "Do not do not give somebody fish, but rather teach that person how to fish." You know, so one of the projects the UBCAA carries out. UBCAA stands for United Bond County Associations in the Americas. Okay, not only here, no, all North America, because it also encompasses Canada. Thank you. Yeah, that's a picture over there of UBCAA graduates. All right, where we teach people computer literacy. Our country, if you look all around, everybody is far ahead, but a lot of young people in our country don't even have computer literacy. So the UBCAA has a school, you know, that we where we have teachers, people who are versed in computer, and we teach these people. We also have a community farming project. And I don't know if you guys remember a couple of years ago there was rice shortage in the country.
Yeah.
There was rice shortage in the country, and I will tell you that rice from the UBCAA community farming project was an instrumental part of that whole rice shortage in the country. You see, and one of the pictures I sent also, you will see there is we also have Gari project. So we do rice. They plant the rice over there. Okay, that is our Gari project right there. You see UBCAA Gari. That thing is being produced in our country. It's being baked in our country. We can. This is something that we eat. Everybody eats Gari. You go to the African store, you see the Ivorian and the Ghanaians and the Nigerians. They got those things. They're plenty, and we go and buy it. You see, but this is something that we ourselves can do. And we also have rice project that we plant. The people plant and we bag the rice. Unfortunately, I could not get the picture of that. It's on our site, but we are all we are involved in these things. So, like what we say, you do the small, and it's going to affect the whole. So that's why we're having our convention this year, and we also thank the community for coming out last year, because last year Indiana hosted the convention. So this year the convention goes to Iowa, and the convention is our main source of raising income, because UBCAA is a non-for-profit, and the convention is where we do a fundraiser dinner, and we appeal to our guests and our delegates, and people contribute, because that's where we get money from to support our various projects back home. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. First and foremost, I'm impressed with what the Bond County Association is doing, especially the UBCAA, like the program, like you just highlighted, and you show picture evidence. They are out there, especially those project, the farming project, the Gary and whatsoever, and the things you guys are doing. They are important, and they are very important. But let me talk to Taylor Bishop. Winnie a little bit. Bishop, I heard you say that you wanted to take this thing from you are looking on the national stage, right? Like to be an advisor and try to see how much you get a fair change from the bigger picture up there. While you are still here as the president now, but you are trying to affect change and do something positive on the national level or the bigger stage. That I'm guessing is UBCAA. So your idea about censorship for Bond County Association of Indiana. Did you spread that idea to the people on top of the UBCA for them to do like a national censorship for the entire organization? I'm talking about all the 15 chapters and everything, and then you guys have a record of like the amount of Bond counties or members in America.
No, we haven't done that yet. I did speak to the president, but you know the way UBCAA is formed, I wish the president could have gotten on to be able to explain. We have a board, and then we go to convention, and then we explain all these things. But my mindset is, if you want to start something, start it small, make sure it works before you sell it. Do not go sell something that has not worked. Then you know it don't work. You become a failure. So I want us to work on it in our backyard, and then we can be able to sell it to the bigger group. Say, hey, this is something that we put together in our area, and it works. So that's why I tapped into Vanning Camo. I wanted to work along with Vanning Camo to see what it is, because census is not just demographic alone. It's a bigger project, bigger implementation than what it looks like. I mean, job, gender, age, finances, income,
Education level.
yeah. Thank you,
so
brother. So we're not just going to jump on and go to the, because I got a meeting with the city mayor in Brownsburg also, and I called from Liberia. I spoke to a couple of people, like and said, hey, I need a project proposal. Send me a project proposal. They put a very good project proposal together and sent it to me. Now, I went to that project proposal and look at the pros and cons, because I know the city mayor going to ask me a couple of questions. So I should be prepared to answer those questions. I asked for the superintendent of Mandibi County. I got her phone number. Superintendent of Bone County, got her phone number. Superintendent of Nima County, got her phone number. I know her. So I'm planning to talk to them also, so that I can be able to see what I can do. So coming to the census, it is not going on a national level yet. It's still here in our little group. We're still chatting about it, trying to put numbers together. I got a whole lot of papers. Frank said 56. That's true. But on the books now, those we got on the books, we can work with those 55, and then we can increase it. So which means we're trying to put a new membership form together to have a lot of information on there that we can gather. So on those forms, we gather the gender, the age, family size, and then we can trigger it down to family members and all of that. Because remember now, most of us who came here are intermarried. You see?
Mm-hmm.
Most of us are intermarried. So when intermarried, like all my sons married to, none of them married to Liberians.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, now they're married to my sons, and my sons are Liberian. They got kids now. So those kids will trickle down to their grandfather who from Bone County, from this place. So you see the bigger picture over there?
Yeah.
So we got to deal with the 55, 56 that we got, try to get their demographic, try to get everything that's the statistics and all, and be able to work on it. Then we can increase that number. When it work with the 55 people, then we can be able to say, hey, Bone County, let's expand, let's include Evansville, let's include South Bend, let's include Carmel, let's include, Fisher, let's include, let's start, because the only thing is Indianapolis.
Okay.
All right. That's where we are.
Okay. Thank you. So, yeah, you got something to say before I ask about the program on this coming Saturday?
No, go ahead. I'm trying to bring the national president on, but he's that his
Well, he can call him.
He can call him. I even sent him new link. I sent him new link through Facebook, but still, he's not still getting it on.
Seems like the issue is on his end.
Either the phone he did away, or
yeah. Maybe we'll tell UBCA to do a fundraiser and get the president a new phone and a new computer and stuff. So let's talk about the program next weekend. The program next weekend for Bone County Association, in Indiana. Brother Frank Trapp, while Bishop Winnie is trying to get in contact with the president, you can go ahead and answer this, then Bishop Winnie can add to it. So we have a PAD program coming up next weekend, this coming weekend, which of course is the 29th of June, if I'm right. So what are you guys trying to achieve from that program? We know that you guys are trying to do some things at the park, full sale and everything else and whatsoever. Where you guys also include a membership drive, and will you guys also try to get new members, or like you said, this thing is open up to anybody. You don't have to be from Bon County, which of course is right, because in Liberia people can move from one area to another. If I live in Bon County for quite a long time, I probably will see myself like a person from Bon County, right? And matter of fact, Bon County do have some of the good schools, right? Some good schools in that place. So people, they go up there to Bon County, go to school, and then they fall in love with the area. They decide to stay. They forget about Monserrado. They forget about Lo-Fi County. They forget about Grand Cape Mount. So what are some of the things you guys trying to achieve with this particular park day that is scheduled for next weekend on June 29th?
Well, apart from our own projects here also, we're also hoping to be able to take our delegates to Iowa. All right, that's another thing, because I'm sure if you guys are aware, working with your own associations, you know how expensive it is when it comes to convention business. So we have a delegation that we want to take to Iowa. And if you are picking people, say, okay, we got to put people together to go and represent UBCAA, to represent BCAI. We want to be able to take our delegates. We got sitting fee that we got to pay for our delegates, and we got transportation. But coupled with that, the park program is our main fund generator also, because that's where we're able to sponsor our various projects. And we have resolved as BCAI that what we want to do is we want to, just like we identified that water project, we want that is going to be our project, and we say, okay, there's a verse in the Bible that says, if you go out, start in Jerusalem, which means start where you are first before you can go out. So we want to do water project, but we start it and make sure we can affect a lot of towns and villages where we are. And there was something we talk about. Even if somebody come from Grand Baza and say, oh, look, there's a little village over there, those people don't have safe drinking water. We want to be in a position to go out and put a hand pump over there. If I would just say this, we have our sister chapter right here in Kentucky, the Bon County Association in Kentucky. They are called Club Quatique. Their project is to work with the leprosy community in Liberia. You see? And they have been doing a really good project. And that's all that they do. They're specifically for the leprosy community. So you see what we said, that everybody do your little small part. You do your small part. I do my small part. This other man does a small part. And that's how we can bring development to the country. So for us, it's going to be water project. And that's why we're calling on the community turnout to support us, because you will see where your funds are going. Just like we got pictures going out now. One of these days, we'll post all these things out so you can see our water project from start to finish.
Thank you very much for telling us about what you guys intend to do, and with the funds generated and some of the things that you guys are doing, especially for the coming convention. Like you say, you are trying to carry some people from over here. But we have the president, the national president, on the phone, and we're giving the platform for him to talk. I think he called. He wanted to go through, so we'll let him to talk then before we can go and further discuss. Yes, president.
Hello, can you hear me?
Can you guys hear him?
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yes, we can.
Thank you for having me. And I first want to apologize. I was driving. I pulled over, hoping that I would be able to call him, but somehow my audio is not working. But I just want to say thank you for having some of our great sons at your show today and telling you about some of the work that we're doing as a community. And I want to say, Bishop and Frank, thank you for the wonderful work that you're doing.
Thank you, brother.
Listening earlier, they were telling you about some of the work that we do both here and back home, and how our quest for development of our nation has to be a collective effort, and that collective effort got to be with a shared goal of what we want to do. So we as the United Bond County Association has really been blessed. I want to say to have some of the great sons of our and daughters of our community willing for us to come together to foster development in our country. As an organization, just give you a little bit background. So I'm the national president. We do have the chapters, as they indicated earlier, in various states. And each chapter has some level of autonomy in terms of their work that they do and the projects that they do. But the national organization also has the greater oversight of these institutions, various chapters. At the same time, has a national project that we all support. So currently, we do have a computer literacy program that is going on. We have graduated over 500 young people. It's an ongoing program in the county. It has provided opportunity for young people for us to bridge the digital divide. As you know, a lot of young people in the country graduate from high school or even college don't even know how desktop operates. When we took over this program, we were hoping to just have a computer center where people can go to do their homework and study and use and do research. But we realized that 3/4 of the folks that was going in the center didn't have no idea of desktop, how desktop operates, desktop computer, or even computing. So we switched around instead of just being a learning center to the actual training program. So this is the 4 phases of our program that is going on. We have it runs for each phase it runs for 4 months, 4-month intensive computer training, Microsoft Office, Excel, and everything that comes with it, and some other advanced programs. So we do have a team of volunteers and also professionals that we pay to do that. Then we have a women empowerment program. We have the goal that if you empower a woman or a girl, you empower the whole town or the whole community. Because women can be able to stir growth, they manage the family, they manage the community, they are leaders. And so we have been blessed by the various chapters and our supporters and friends who have been able to graduate. We graduated our first set of women in the pilot project. We hope to expand our program after the convention. We don't want to be one of those NGOs just go and educate people and tell them, okay, now you got the knowledge, go on your own. Our plan is to expand the program to have a small business center where the ladies or women that learn this sewing skill, they can also be able to open their little shop, a little co-op in terms of a business. Hopefully, we can be able to get some expanded contract from some other counties, like other school districts that want to sew their uniform, can do as a project, so that it can be livelihood for them. You can just teach them the skill and leave them there, because some of them may not even have the resources to even start a shop. So that's we want to expand our program. Then we also realized that our country has been one of the was considered as one of the bread baskets of Liberia. We all know that if you go to Liberia right now, people trying to export pepper just to bring to our towns. It's ironic that we were growing food and now we don't grow food anymore. So we started a community farming, community farm program. The intent of that program is not just to grow crops, but to start teaching young people the importance of farming, how farming can also be a livelihood, that they can develop career, they can also develop business from farming. So we started with rice farm. We did rice farm. It was a little bit cost intensive, but the project went very well. And our last project, we focused on cassava. We were able to package some of those cassava into, we're hoping to start promoting it at the coming convention so that we can brand it for in the future for export and other local sale. And the proceeds can be able to go back to the program that we're doing. And so there's a lot of host of programs that we're doing there, and this convention going to provide one of the opportunity for us to reach out to the greater community and ask for support, because we want to expand this program across the county, and hopefully it can be a model for other countries across the country. But we're really been fortunate to have a wonderful people, a team of people that are working to get it done. So that's just in a nutshell what we're doing. Liberia here as a community organization, we hope to expand some of our program outreach. We want to have extended scholarship program for our young students that are graduating from high school to be able to help some parents who cannot afford. We want to start some financial literacy training programs to start teaching our people how to invest and save for future. As I said, if the community here is not healthy, community back home will not be healthy or will not be able to help. So we got to be able to start teaching our people the opportunity to do some investment, how to save for retirement, for life insurance, and all the important things that this society offers. So we want to be able to start educating our people on that. And some program too for some of our elderly folks here. Some of us can in our 20s and we're aging, so we want to make sure we can find an opportunity for us to be able to have some resources for us. So that's us as an organization. The convention is going to be, this convention I think is going to be one of the most successful conventions. Sorry, Indiana, if you don't feel yeah, Indiana was great, but we hope to extend. Every year we want to grow the convention to another level.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
We really, our focus this year is to create a greater partnership with our county leaders. I was sharing with Bishop. I said sometimes we spend a lot of energy just trying to discredit all the politicians then back home. But guess what? Those folks going to be there for 6 years, 12 years, 9 years and more. So the best approach is for us to see how we can work together, hold their feet to fire, and then also to do the same to us. So create some level of accountability, hold them accountable, but at the same time find a way that folks can work together. Because they make the policies and decisions in our county. So nothing we can do but to find a way to foster work together for development. But thank you, though. I'm here for some few questions if you can. Thank you for the time. Again, my sincere apology. I don't know whether it's technology or I still have an old phone. Maybe it's a combination of both.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You spoke well, and you really lay out what you guys have been doing back home. Jan, do you have any question before I can go ahead and ask mine? I will exclude the bishop and Pastor Frank for now, because I guess you guys have the opportunity to talk to this man like after a year. So let's try to ask him 1 or 2 questions. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, go ahead. I'm still taking care of I'm back here taking care of technical problems.
All right. Okay. So, President, you spoke a little bit. Let me try to start from where you kind of end. You were talking about teaching people how to save and financial literacy and plan for retirement or what and all that stuff. So we are now talking about people in the United States, right? Not back home, right? Because program.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because our program is now only as a community organization, non-profit community organization, 501c3 institution for that matter. There are a lot of resources here. I always tell people, if you don't make your bed, how can you go tell someone to make their bed? So we got to start from here. If we become vibrant as a community, resourceful, we can be more helpful back home. We just think that as an organization, we need to start teaching our people some tools to make them successful in this community.
Thank you very much. Which, of course, I think is a very good and brilliant idea, because Liberians in these United States is not just for people from born. Liberians in the United States, we are like a little bit struggling with our financial aspect of things, right? We are not playing well, and sometimes we try to rely on the Social Security, which of course we don't know it will be there. So the classes you are talking about now, or the process of teaching them, will you be doing so at a convention, or you will be opening something like a little pilot program for each little chapter?
Yeah, so it's going to be a national program. I want to call it a project. We started it last year. We in fact 2 years in a row. We started, and one thing about people, when you want them to do stuff, you don't want to just push it to them at once. We want to gradually take time, at the same time invest in developing it. So with in Rhode Island, the year before Indiana, we had an expert that talked to us about the importance of saving for retirement and for developing estates, managing your estate, and all the other financial jargon. So we had someone to talk to us about it. Then in Indiana, we had a group of investors that came there and did a presentation in the line of the same direction, but telling us the importance that this country provides these instruments, these financial instruments that are useful for us for our future. We can't just be working and waiting for the little Social Security check, prepare yourself. So we build our foundation, and now we're going to expand it into a program in a way that we'll be able to have a series of workshop trainings across the country, because we are a national organization. At the same time, we hope to have some platform that it can be for the greater Liberian community organization, so that it can be. This is a tool. I had a friend of mine who, like just a couple of years ago, his father passed away in Kenya, and while he was on his way, in fact, drove into the airport because he could not afford to buy a plane ticket from Canada to Georgia. He had to drive from Canada to Minneapolis. Drove into the airport. While he was there, the insurance company was calling me and letting him know that his father had millions of dollars. I don't know how much, but millions of dollars, and he needed to go and sign for it. And this is not a make-up story. Today, this guy is a successful business guy in Kenya. So, because when you tell Liberian people the importance of these stuff, nobody in this country, is difficult for you to work and have unless you're a millionaire. But most of the time, other people in this country, they have learned over the year to have these investments, to build these foundations. So when they go, this is just one form of, our educational tools that I'm just talking about, especially financial literacy. So when you go tomorrow, your foundation can be set up. Somebody say, "Oh, when I go, I don't care what happens." So if your parents would have set the foundation for you, you'll be well to do to be able to set for the next one. So we got to start developing a way that we can prepare ourselves for generational wealth.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much again. Do you want to come through? I want to ask one question. You want to come?
Go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right in the background. All right. Mr. President, I don't know how long you have been president for. First and foremost, is that 1 year, 2 years before I ask this question?
Yeah, that's a good question. I've been in the community for over, I don't like to say it because people know I'm old. I've been for almost 2 decades. I was local chapter president, secretary, served on the national level. In 2021, I decided to be part of the national leadership. So I was elected in 2021 as the national president when we took over the institution that many other county community organizations. It was the usual struggle. We go to the convention, leave from there, have fun and buttress days and come up with all these proposals and stuff. So we say, you know what, enough is enough. We can't continue to have proposals and just having deja vu. We gotta be intentional this time. So when we ask the community to serve, we brought a clear roadmap. One is let's develop the institution back home, make it vibrant, so it can be visible and meaningful in our community. then let's develop our community here to be able to support the community back home. So it's two phases of kind of approach we took. But what has happened, is that it's been successful because of the people like Bishop, Frank, and the entire community. I always tell people, don't just praise me, come on. Oh, Mr. President, you're doing well. No, it's not me. It's a collective effort because this is a national institution. I'm just the captain of the ship, but there are so many other people that keep it going for it to be successful. And some of our predecessors, people who have worked to make the organization. So to answer your question, short is that my term is over this July 13th. By July 14th reaches around, I will not have a job. But again, I'm asking the community to give me the opportunity to serve again. That's what I will be going to. So I'm running to be re-elected. If all the community trust me again, I hope to do it again for another 3 years.
All right. Is that an opposition, or is that an opposition going in July?
I don't like to get too much in the election area, but the last list I saw I'm the only candidate there, so it looks
okay.
like
All right. Okay.
I got a chance to win. Byron, Bishop decided not to run. If Bishop run, I know I'll be defeated.
All right, we will talk to Bishop to not run. We'll talk to Bishop to do the advising and the interpretation of the Pele. But it seems that you have been doing something before I turn it over to other people, because I don't know, if you still want to ask something, because I want to ask him one more.
No, I just want to say thanks to him. He's doing a very good job, with the organization. Like we are seeing, like the evidence being displayed on the platform today, it shows that you are doing a good job. So we pray that you go on a white battle because your people love you. And Bishop will not run. Bishop is our old man. We hang here with Bishop over here. Bishop is our old man over here. Thank you for everything you do, Mr. President.
Okay, you see, Bishop told you to run again, which means you get the blessing of the Bishop, because the truth of the matter is you are blessed, because when Bishop is telling you to run again, you are doing something good. So let's, first and foremost, like Jan said, you guys are doing impressive, I'm just getting to know some of these things that you guys are doing. We focus so much on the positive that we don't see people doing the little things. And the things you guys are doing, the things you guys are doing in Bon County is very impressive. I mean, I urge other counties to really try to study what you guys are doing and try to. I'm seeing you guys having the organization name on Gary bag, organization on rice bag and whatsoever. And I'm thinking, sitting here, I'm thinking about Lofa, and Lofa County was supposed to be the breadbasket of Liberia. I'm thinking, but we have to have our own discussion in Lofa County a little bit. So
you're our first cousin, so we can share the bread.
Yeah, we have to learn from you. We talk to you and learn from you. So let me ask you this final question before I give it up to the other people, because I don't know if you want to ask. As president, you have been there for a while. Do you go back home to really follow this project? Or are you just relying on the pictures they are sending to you from back home?
Yeah, thank you. That's a very good question. In fact, this is why I would say to organizations. Because in order to achieve anything like this is what we learn. Sometimes learn the how. And you have to be able to first cultivate people who will buy into the vision. If you make it to look like this is imported stuff, young people there, they will see it as the People in America project. So what we did first, to answer your question, is that what we did first is to make sure we can cultivate the young minds and have them to buy into the vision that this project is not an American people project. This is your community project. You own this. Although we provide the resources and establishment, but we want you to have a total buy into it, so that when it messes up, it's collective messing up. It's not only people in America. So one of the first things we did is to find the young people, and God will have it, and through some good recommendations. It didn't just happen 1 few months. We have to start educating them This is how leadership process going to be. This is the reporting process, a voucher system, an accounting system, and we created a whole operation so that it is a clear management system that when we send $1 back home, we know what it's used for and the accountability process. So I was just telling Living Witness recently, an organization contracted us, to do some work for them because they have been sending thousands of dollars in Liberia with no accountability. And after our reporting process and stuff, the lady told me, she said, wow. She said, I've been part of other international NGO. I've never seen the level of transparency and stuff and things that you had. And that, when I went back to our operation chief, and Leo Molba, he's a gentleman in Georgia, I said, dude, you've done a damn good job. Because the accountability process there, it's been there. It took a while for us to build it, but when we did, we knew that we were going to succeed. So we now when they see pictures, we got people visiting the offices. We got the board of directors that visit there. We got management team on the ground that make sure everything that we're doing is accounted for. And so before we spend before that I used to get a little annoyed, but it's a lot of process, a lot of bureaucratic system. Before you spend $50, you got to send this budget and go through the process. And now I can say, thank God that we're able to uphold those standards and the operational process we got in place. It's not just like you take money and send it to people. You got to have people on the ground who buy into the vision and want to be there. We've been doing a lot of hiring and firing. We did that many times before we see the right person and stuff. We had some folks came there. One of the gentlemen wanted to take our motorbike and carry it to a village for 1 week. By the time he came back, he didn't have a job. We just took our bike train and doing his thing for no thanks. And so, that's enough is enough. So it has to be a clear management system. That's then something that you can, your eyes can be in all places in order to get it done.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It seems like Bon Country Association overall is doing something very unique, something very fantastic. This is like a country or the organization that other organization can really talk to and try to pick up tips from here. Jan, do you want to go in here?
Yes, I want to say, Annie George, you having the same problem the president having to come on. Annie George, if you can call the second number that you see on the screen, the 48 number, you can call in to get on too, as well through the phone if you want to.
Bishop, Pastor Frank, you guys want to say anything else while the president is still here?
Well, like our president rightly said, we are involved in a lot of stuff, and it's not just for us here in the Americas. Okay, and we hope we really, this is our hope that one of these days, like we having the convention in Iowa, we hope that when we're having convention, we can have people invested in what we are doing, people so proud of what we are doing to say, oh, I hear Bon Country Association having a convention in so and so place, so I want to travel to go and see what they're doing. That is our hope. If you are doing something, you invite me and let me come over and support you, because I know that whatever project that you are undertaking is for the betterment of our nation. You see, it's not just you. That's what I think we need to divorce from our community. The Liberian community, we need to divorce that from our community, because sometimes we are so caught up looking at the individuals who are in the forefront, that we forget that these people are involved in a worthwhile project that can change people's lives for the better. Just imagine those women, over 500 women, just like our president said, those women who now have something that they can live by. They learn how to sew. These are women that a few months ago, their life never really had any direction, and that's That's one of the issues that we face in the country, because there are young people there who don't know what tomorrow is going to bring them. All right, there are just no skill. How is it we got one country that does not have skilled laborers? You know, that's one country in Africa with no skilled laborers. And you know, me and my friends, one of my classmates was on earlier, and you know, he introduced himself, Julius. We always say this: Liberia is the only country where people get up and they want to work in government. You see, because people look at it and they see what's happening up there and say, "Oh, but then I think that's an easy path to riches." But the UBCAA is showing that you can affect your community. Our community farming project, all these things are changing people's lives. All these things are changing people's lives. People learning computer literacy, women empowerment program. Some of these women now are going to leave from here and won't only be able to support themselves, but to support their families. There are young men who are involved in these community farming projects. They're learning to make farm and they're bagging rice. They're bagging gari. Hopefully, by the grace of God, if we're able to expand this and it becomes huge, that we can get into export, hey, guess what? There are more lives that are going to be changed. So I hope if we can take one thing from here, let us stop looking at individuals, because sometimes you look at the individual, for some reason you got something against that person, or you don't like how that person look, so you do not buy into that person's cause, you know. But if we can just divorce ourselves from that, we will all be able to support one another, because supporting one another helps us to support our country.
Thank you very much, Pastor Frank Trapp. Bishop, for the president, is there anything you want to add to what he said?
Yeah, I want to thank the president for his leadership role, for his way how he administrated and managed. You know, you don't understand how to lead till you become a leader. You will never understand how to lead till you become a leader. You will not know how to serve till you become a leader. Because most of the time you'll be serving well as a secretary. Everybody will praise you. Oh, you're a good secretary. As soon as they make you the president, everybody look at the bad side of you. They're like, oh, you're not a good leader. But forget to know that you are the best secretary that they ever had. So I usually tell people, look at the leader, look at his weakness, look where he feels, maybe in administration or in management, and go in that area and help him. That most of the problem we do to ourselves, especially us as Liberians, we need to look at ourselves. Where can I help this person? Where is he weak at that I can come in and help? And based on that, our president has tapped into a lot of people around him to be able to help. I talk to him all the time. I spoke to him this morning. I mean, and it will tap into our president from here. So the president from here, the past president from here, Mr. Colette, is going as his vice president now. So you see what BCR did here. We produced a leader that going in there to help the president and help him work. At the same time, we who are here as leaders in the various chapters will be able to join hands to work. So I'm very happy and excited that we're having a convention. And just so the president can know, we'll be bringing one of the largest groups to the convention. And we'll be bringing a queen and bringing the queen back. Get that in your mind.
It's going to be at some point.
The king and the queen.
Kentucky is coming too, man.
Oh, you're fine.
Eh,
Listen. Okay, wait now. Okay, wait. Let me ask you one question, Mr. President. Is Kentucky behind her or ahead of her? That's the one question. You see what Kentucky?
Indiana.
Kentucky behind her. So
all the Kennedy, all the queen are my queen.
President, President, which state are you from?
I'm in Minnesota. I'm part of the local chapter here, Bonko Ticket Association. Yeah.
So is Minnesota going to be carrying king and queen over there as well?
No, queen. We just do queen.
Okay. It's just
yes,
queen.
we just have queen. We have a women wing, and every year they organize a queen. That's one of our most successful programs. Also, the women of the UBCA are very, very strong. Very strong women.
we need Indiana to win that Queen contest. If we
Give
have
me the Queen back. That
Hey,
money.
Mr. Chairman, let me hold you there. Let me hold you there. Me, I love challenge. I love challenge.
Yes.
Now that Queen is coming from our city to go over there.
Yes.
Definitely.
And
I'm
guess
going
who
to
the Queen?
publicize. I'm going to
No,
put
guess
my
who the
phone out
Queen?
and publicize
But-
this very strongly for us.
Yeah.
The Queen
But
to
yeah, guess who is our queen?
Who?
Thank you. Yeah.
C'est un formula.
Yeah, they're fun with her. Yes, I saw
Yeah.
that. I saw another flyer like that.
Yeah.
Definitely she's going to win.
Oh,
Royal
we got Kema, we got Nima, we got all our side.
Yeah.
Oh, but you see now, they have problem because Sene is my people. Like Sene,
Wow.
you can be doing that now. Sene, oh
Yeah.
now, Sene and Seattle, come on now. That's my people.
Yeah, but you know,
That's a white balance win right there.
okay, I would just say this: the challenge we have is that in the history of UBCAA convention, because the Queen contest is held every convention.
Okay.
So in the history of this Queen contest, there has never been a repeat queen. No queen, no chapter has ever won the queen, the queenship back to back. So that is our challenge. We won it last year, and we are determined to break that. You know, so we're going to Iowa with that challenge.
Add a little serious note on it. The really importance of the Queen and the work of the Queen contest itself is really, really paramount because
Yes.
resources coming from that Queen goes to our sewing program. So that
Yeah.
women empowerment program, the
Yes.
good thing that the Queen contest is always the most fun generated aspect of the convention.
Mhm.
And so we're challenging folks this time. We want to see our women program expand across the country, and the Queen contest is one of the ways that we raise that money. And this time now, our Queen will make sure can travel to Liberia and galvanize women there for women's support. We'll make sure this time our Queen will go to Liberia with a strong dedication and support women initiative there, and also here.
But Agapreso, you know what you guys don't know is that we are the only chapter that got two queens for one. You know, because our queen, they're two for one. So you don't even know that. You see, our queens are identical twin. So we have our two queen operating as one queen. You don't even
Seattle can sit up for Sene anytime.
Yeah, you see,
it will still be the same. Seattle can sit up for Sene anytime.
That's it. So
you wanted to come in?
No, I want to add Brother Julius. Brother Julius, you want to say anything?
Well, let me say, I've been listening, and I would like to say thank you guys for everything you're doing. I spoke with Brother Frank about the convention coming on in Iowa. I won't be able to make it. I have other things going on, but there are other ways that we can support you guys. So
We'll find out for the Queen to win. That's all.
Oh, there you go. You see, that's one way. Like for example, when Frank have his projects, he let us know. We all jump in. We help. So there are many other ways we can help. And I would like to say too, even though I'm a Congo Bassa man, like I like to say, but I'm also honorary Bon County citizen. During the war, the first 2 years of the war, I lived in Bon Mines for 2 years before I came to America. So I would like to say I like what you guys are doing, and we are all here to help. Whatever you guys need, just reach out. We can help.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, brother.
Membership form.
Thank you very much, brother.
Membership form. Yeah, organization. As long as you cross through Bon County and slept there at night, you equally a member of the UBC.
There you go.
So if you get Bon County husband or Bon County wife, you're automatic member.
Oh yeah.
Yes. If you went to Cottington, you work carry, you work BCADP, you work smallholder, you work LPNC, all of that.
Brother, come and start looking to bomb.
We'll get your man already.
Yeah.
One guy,
Yeah, Joe.
My mom is already part of
Yes,
Bon County.
yeah, your mom is a strong member of the association.
My
So,
mom is
Mr.
already
President,
You
they
know
got
that.
something. Mr. President got something called golden rule. He who has the gold rules. So we got a golden rule. So we got to go. We'll bring the queen back.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a crown.
And the good thing is, like the president said, that the proceed will support women project,
Yeah.
and that's very, very outstanding. And the truth of the matter is, to be frank, I'm gonna be a little biased on this one. Siatu and Siane, I know them well. There can be no, like, I don't know how to put this for lack of better words. They are the most, I would think, qualified people to represent a Bon County coming from here, Siatu and Siane. They carry themselves well, and these are people I know very well since from the very first time I stepped foot in Indiana, and we just been good friends, and they carry themselves absolutely well. And I believe Siatu and Siane, they do so as well. So supporting something that they do like a hobby is a great thing. Like they sew their own clothes, they do their own things, and will be empowering women. So like you said, please try to make good on that promise that the person that will win will go back home to talk to the people back home, to at least, even if they don't understand what the people are doing, but at least let them go over there, at least try to meet the people, and let's try to connect, link this thing from people here in the diaspora to go back home.
Yeah.
So Mr. President, you can go. Yeah, you want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to say something real quick. When Bishop talked about the history of the BCAI, he talked about Malu, and I think you all know the late Malu family.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, yes, very, very beautiful woman, strong in the community. And what she did was she brought her family in. She brought her husband, who is from Cape Mount, you see, and she brought her girls. So even after Malu passed, all right, EB family could have said, all right, my wife is not here anymore. Let me go to my Cape Mount people, you see. But EB is still a staunch member of BCAI. And his girls are also very, very important members. And you see, they have that legacy to take their mom's legacy forward. All right. And so these are things that you're going to be learning about them and all that. But we just want to say, look, man, we cannot thank you enough for this forum, for giving us this opportunity along with our national president. We really, really thank you so much for this forum.
Yeah, we allow the president to close, and then Pastor Trump, and then you will close, then Bishop Winnie will close, and then we'll move from over here. But before quick, thank you for mentioning Malu. Look, Malu was our mother.
Yeah.
Malu, may her soul rest in peace. Look, she was like a lighthouse in this community.
Yeah.
Because, as young people coming up, like so many times, like she never passed by us. She will always try to give us the right direction. And there are things that she would say to us. Some of those things she talked to us personally, and we know what she talked to us and put in our ears, and we try to live by that to this day. I can remember every time, even her little farm, she would give me things to bring for my mom for the farm. And every time she see me, she was a lighthouse in this community. And Siana and Siatu are doing just great. They are walking in her footsteps, and I cannot be more proud of them. They are doing absolutely well. So, Prezo, you can go ahead and close, and then your other members here, they will close before we leave the show. So go ahead.
Thank you, folks. Thank you for this opportunity. We can't say thank you is not enough to express to you how grateful we are for this opportunity to be here to talk about our community, the work that we're doing. As one of you said earlier, we Liberians, and this is what I want to leave with us. We got to learn to celebrate the groups of our community. Every conversation can be around the politics of the country. There are people who are doing well and meaningful things in our community. We need to acknowledge them. and giving us the platform to talk to your audience about what we're doing is a great one. Some of us don't have the opportunity to be on the Spoon TVs and all the other TVs because they don't see us to be the one to be there, except the folks and stuff we involved in the politics and the noises. But we as a community organization, and there are thousands of us out there doing small and meaningful things to develop our community, give people hope, and develop their aspiration for better future. And I just want to say thank you for giving us the platform. We'll always be available, and please support us the best way you can. Any way you can go to UnitedBond.org. You can pass the resources through our local chapter. You can any way that you can be part of this effort. Again, like Bishop said earlier, or somebody said, if Bond County is developed, Liberia developed. It's everybody that enjoys the development. So this is not exclusive of us as a people, but this is for us collectively as a country. So I just want to say thank you for the opportunity. Really, really looking forward to having more conversation around this.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. When a convention is getting close by, reach out to Yan anytime. We'll bring you here. We really want to add face to the conversation because please try to work on your video aspect next time, at least, so we can have you here discussing.
Yeah, I know. That's not a laptop.
Yeah, we really want to have you here discussing with the convention coming. Please try to stop by anytime. This platform is yours. Feel free. We will give it to, like, it's open now. This thing is open to everybody. This is open table. Feel free to come out here, put your message out there, especially for the things you guys are doing. We should not allow such to go under the rug or under the radar. We need to highlight our little gains. We need to highlight our little wins, and we cannot always just overwhelm the people with politics and other things, but we should always highlight the little steps we are taking collectively as well. So thank you very much. Thank you for having us, Brother Frank. You can go ahead and then we'll talk to Ella.
All right. So once again, thank you for this opportunity, and thank you for having us on. Thank you for allowing us a platform to spread our message. And you said something earlier, which is very important, that you did not know all these things were going on. And I think it is important too that when you're doing something, you should have a means of heralding it, but unfortunately, sometimes you can't blow your own trumpet. So that's why we're thankful for this platform. But we hope to highlight a lot. And it is not just, the UBCAA empowers all local chapters, all right? And I think I told you guys about the good work that our sisters and brothers over here in Kentucky, they may seem small or so, but they are very, very vibrant organization. Kentucky is doing tremendously well. Their projects that they undertake, very, very good. These people go to conventions prepared and everything. So there are a lot of things that we ourselves are learning from them, you see. But what we do with our local chapters will go a long way helping us as a nation. And we cannot beat that drum enough. That's the only way development will go on in Liberia. If you're waiting for the government to go build Bond County or to go build Lofa or to go build Nima or to go build Bassa, that will take a long time. I don't know if any of you lived in Ghana. We had there was a Ghanaian man who used to come on the camp to sell rat poison. And when he comes, he will bring the handcuff with big old rats on the dead rats. But his pitch that he was using to sell his rat poison is kill your neighbor's rat. He said you can't just kill the rat in your house. You got to go outside and kill your neighbor's rat, because if you kill the rat in your house and you don't kill your neighbor's rat, the rat from your neighbor will come in your house also. You see? So that analogy can also be used in our country. That's why we are doing this. That is the nitty-gritty of what the UBCAA stands for. And that's what BCAI is working towards. All right. We are not working in our own We are not working exclusive of the UBCAA charter. So we really got plans to develop our country, and that is what we're doing. You're developing it one by one. If you can empower that lady to go and empower her family, that's it. You empower that young man today who never had a job yesterday, but he got a job today. You have affected somebody's life. So thank you guys once again, and we really appreciate you
Thank
having
you,
us.
Pastor Frank Trap. First and foremost, like you guys have already like empowering a lot of people. Matter of fact, like 500 graduated from that women program. That's not a small number. We're talking about 500 household. We're talking about family. It will go down like the line, because if your mom is doing something for herself and you are a son, and this the program benefited her, it will benefit you as well. So you guys are already spreading, and we wish you guys well. Like we allow our bishop who is anointed to speak, because I don't want to give you the anointing in the presence of the bishop. Like I have to stay in my position, right? Because the bishop get the anointing. Let the bishop speak.
Yeah. Sele, thanks a lot for allowing us the opportunity to be able to promote the organization and our people. You know, let me tell you the truth. One county I envy in a good way is Nima County. I'll tell you the truth. Nima County is the fastest developing county. I follow them all the time. Their jealousy is superb. If one person build a motel, they jealous they build a motel. That's their jealousy there. They will fight each other all kind of way when after election they come together. That's how they are. The person I was talking when Tiawan Gonglo came here, all the Nibas, everybody jumped behind him. They are supporting, no matter where they were, they are supporting him. As long as Baka Ray Kun here, boo, all them jump behind Kun. We don't do that. In fact, just now we're watching the retreat, and then chaos. Right now, they're chaos. I listened to my representative, Jim Maminko, talking about it right now. So with that mindset, can we tap into the leadership over there? No, we can't. We can't. It's somehow. I mean, we gotta try to see what we can do, because we got a vast knowledge in the diaspora. Trust me, we got a vast knowledge in the diaspora sitting here. Researchers are here. Look at young doctors. Look at doctors. Young doctors, young people all over the place. They could tap into them, you know, get some research going on. What do we do the next 20, 30 years from now? That's what Kigali doing. That's what Ghana, they're thinking of the next 20, 30 years. They're not thinking about now. We need to start thinking about the generation that are coming. We have a youthful generation. So I want to thank you all for allowing us the opportunity today to just talk about our people, talk about the development. And I hope we from Bonkana can get as jealous and zealous as we are like the Nibayans. You know, the zealous, the building that if you look in Ganta right now, you'll be like, wow, I saw a high rise in Ganta. It shocked me. I'm like, whoa. You know? So let's get together. Let's jealously build our county. Let's see what we can do. Let's put our hands together. Forget about the negative. There'll be negative. Right now, there'll be fuss among the leaders. We don't go there. So I want us all in the diaspora here in the Liberian community to come out and support us on the 29th. Those of you who love us, just come out. You know, even if that color, come by a color. That dollar you spend, it will be able to take care of somebody. In Toyota, when the fire incident happened in Toyota, it was the eve of the market day. It was Tuesday. Toyota market day is Wednesday. So imagine there were people from everywhere.
Yep.
A pregnant lady from Bapolu died. So it don't have to only be Bon County. It can be anywhere, because plenty people in Bapolu County, they in Magibi County, they in Lufa County, they in Nima County, they in Basa County, they in Monserrato. So we need to come together and try to build our place. Let's put our mindset. We keep in the diaspora to be able to put ourselves together to help our people. So this is time that we come together and do that. So BCA are having this POP program June 29. I keep saying June 29. I'll tell you why. On June 29, my birthday. I don't know how to decide to do it. My birthday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know how to decide, but come and support us. You know,
happy pre-birthday.
Thank you. Because
for me, I get reason to even support more now, sir, because Indiana got to bring a queen.
Okay, you see, we gotta bring the queen. So I want to thank you, and I want to thank our Bonkan
Thank
for
you.
listening. But kaka torota kase ka will to dungu kugane. Banga blanga, banga dika banga kase ka will to melang kwa gay ka ku lo to. Kwa ngwa ku no to age kopon kana ku shapa to age ya kana bing age kalu ngwa kuranju age ku wa kuranto. Kase ka will to sa banfe be kaka na ku pon lo de ku kre ku lo no age ka dungu man so nya isa Joe isa Frank kase na inu na dung la na man ma kase nang
You
la
see,
su nong
I
la su
don't
da
know.
la su.
I don't know Peter much, but I think I know he said what you just said. I think I can pick that other Peter, or I think you said yeah, thank you, Joe, thank you. But yeah, you see, I just left Peter today. Oh my goodness.
We got a Pele project. I'll send a link to you. Very easy to learn Pele, to teach, to write everything. There's a teacher,
Yeah.
Better Jala. He teaches Pele during the week. Yeah.
Yeah, I will talk to you. I'll see if I can learn some Peter through your
easy.
WhatsApp.
I got all the books here too. I got all the books here. Primo 1, Primo 2, the alphabets, everything. I got all the books here. Pele books.
All right, you want to go ahead and then let's try to wrap it up over here.
Yeah, Bishop Frank, and President Babakoli, thank you so much for hanging with us here today. What you guys are doing is breathtaking. Like Joe said, we don't want it to be on the table. We want those things to be on the radar. Can you imagine, as I'm sitting here as Liberian, seeing Liberia made, especially from central Liberia, like Banga, which is Bon County. You seen it? Liberia made product with Liberian organization name on it. I'm a proud Liberian sitting here today on this platform, seeing such things. I'm a proud Liberian because everything we see, even the fufu, the fufu powder that we eat here all the time, everything from Nigeria. For me to sit here and see Gary from Central Liberia, it's wonderful. And you guys, those things, it need to be on the radar. Those things we need to be talking about it all of the time in our various community. Let people know the level of hard work you guys are carrying on, the level of education you're passing on to our people back home. These things we need to be talking about it. And this platform is here for such things to come to light. And we really appreciate you guys hanging out with us here today. And we'll continue to talk about those things moving forward for light to shine on those things, because those things we need to know about them. Yeah, like you said, even Nima Kante, the Nima organization here, they are building a 500,000 women empowerment center between Nima and Bomb Highway. Yeah, Banga. Yeah, it's a very huge building. It's to roof level now. And these things, with all of those things combining and making Liberia beautiful, and making Liberia to stand out. Like it will not just happen one day, and we'll not see all those things coming on one day, but with time, we'll see the beauties of Liberia coming out. Thanks to the Bon County people, and thanks to our Bon County Association in Indiana. We'll make sure that the coin come from here, and we'll support that project.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to everybody. Thank you very much, President. Thank you very much, Pastor Trop. Thank you very much, Elder Bishop Mago Winnie. Like, we cannot thank you guys enough for what you guys are doing for our people, because the people of Bon County, they are our people as well. You don't have to be from Bon to understand that the people of Bon County, they are part of you. Matter of fact, we are all Liberian. And so we are just from that small country. Like the president said that, I think that it was the president of Frank that said the skill set in Liberia is very minimal. Like the country is really suffering for. Let's talk about the skill set first. Like just the skill, the trail, the little things we are
craft. Yep.
Yeah, we are suffering for them. Those technical skills and other things that really sometimes people really don't need to finish their college and go all the way up there, but be able to take care of themselves. Those little skills, we don't even have it. And it's a good thing that you guys are trying to start from over there, and then we can just broaden the whole thing and move on to the college level and everywhere else. But what you guys are doing is very, very impressive. And it's a good thing that the bishop said it's good to get the young people involved. The young people are risk takers. We take risks. We learn from our failures, but it's also good to have the elders around. So Bishop, please hold around, keep around. Even if you leave, I understand you said you're doing this thing for just one turn. That's fine, but they will still need you around on the national scene as well. Like you always talk to the president and Prezo, man. I don't know about any good endorsement of your leadership than when you are running for re-election and nobody trying to step up. That is an automatic approval. I don't know if you understand about the politics about things, but look, that is an automatic approval when you step out to run and people are afraid to even challenge you or just allow you to go, like almost like on a word ballot. It means you are doing something so good and so immaculate. So keep doing what you are doing, and we will look up to you as junior brothers, and you will give us some ideas on how to do this thing. But right now, keep on, don't change, and keep doing the things you are doing for your people. So thank you. Thanks to everyone for hanging out with us on this Saturday, and enjoy your Saturday. Once again, this is Open Table. Until then, tell the people you love how much you love them. Have a nice Saturday. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Grace and peace. It is well. Guys, have a nice Saturday.
All right. Thank you very much. Yeah. And